Just all cage, Chief. All cage, all cage. Okay, okay, okay. All right, sir. Can you go ahead and put the look into this camera? And then, all right. So how does that look like? Did it turn off?
It turned off.
Oh wow. Okay.
That last shot.
That last shot definitely turned it off. Let's see if we can reset it. Give Chief the tag. And take it out. No, you might have broke the mechanics inside.
Yeah.
So we can definitely look at it, but let's look at the blade itself, sir. In this camera, Chief.
Okay.
This camera over here.
Okay. A little bit of mix, of course, just
right.
because it is metal.
Right.
It's plastic. It didn't crack, which
so,
is good.
Right. It's really good. Right.
It won't. I would say if we were going to use this helmet against this thing, it'll last maybe one tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, one tournament.
Well, it's going to last one tournament, and then you have to replace this, and possibly we might lose a little bit of the internals.
The mechanics, the internals inside.
Yeah, because again, as I said, you're hitting it.
Right, you were hitting it hard.
It didn't, I just said it didn't crack, but I can see right now I'm denting it.
Okay.
As we're going along.
Right, right, right.
And, you know, it's eventually, it's going to dig through.
Right.
So if you want this thing to last, it'll have to be either possibly the padded stick helmets.
Right, because it's got it's a plastic, hard plastic, but it's still softer.
It's hard plastic, but it's softer and it gives a give.
Right.
This doesn't give.
Right.
Now, fencing helmets might be good.
Right.
Except it doesn't have, they don't have a top.
Top protection, yeah.
Top protection.
Right.
And
okay.
we hit to the head.
Right.
To the top of the head.
Right.
So, yeah, I would say this would last maybe one tournament.
Maybe one tournament, right?
Yeah.
So if you were to use this, and if this is the helmet that we're using, this will definitely this will need to be replaced.
It would have to be replaced.
And you would have to have a second one in during the tournament, just in case it fails during the tournament.
Exactly.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
Right.
And again, I don't know what happened to internally to this thing.
Right.
Maybe the battery came loose or whatever.
Right, right.
But you know, as I said, there's no give to this helmet.
To the helmet, exactly.
And again, it held up.
Right.
But I know with these.
Right. It will be a matter of time before.
Yeah, it won't be any good. I wouldn't use it for a second tournament. Right.
So, absolutely. All right. All right. So this is like the beginning testing of the Mando Corps lightsabers. We hit Bob with it. Bob, of course, is wearing the GSBA approved armor, body armor, as well as the GSBA approved light stick armor, which has a metal cage. But then we also tried it with the softer helmet, which has a plastic cage in front of it, so that it has a little bit more give, and it still has the top of the head padding. As you can see, we're pretty much happy with the way it held up. There's some nicks, of course, which was expected, and then something went wrong with the electronics, so I'll have to open this up before to find out. But overall, I think this helps pretty well. As far as prototype concerned, this is pretty good. You know, in developing this further. So we want to say thank you to Master Sonny, to Jeremy, to Lloyd for helping us do this, to Linda, and of course to Mando Corps for loaning us these things so that we can continue to test them. Until then, my name is Francis. This is another episode of Bayani Talk. Peace out, God bless, and keep swinging them lightsabers.